Healthy Vegan and author, and today I'm giving you 5 tips on going healthy vegan. Number 1, make vegetables the hero of your plate. Pile it high with leafy greens and also cruciferous vegetables, and then add colour as dark and as bright as you can. Add the legumes and the grains almost as a side dish rather than the main. Number 2, ditch the refined grains and switch to whole grains. Choose whole grain bread if you're a bread eater over white, or whole grain pasta over white, brown rice over white. Better still, rice, make it black or wild rice. It's actually tastier. It's my favorite too. You see, whole grains will keep you fuller for longer because of the extra fiber. And this causes the food to stay in your stomach longer so you feel full and your blood sugar doesn't go up as quickly after you eat. Also, whole grains are packed with nutrients, including vitamin B, or the B vitamins, I should say, antioxidants, and trace minerals like iron and magnesium, just to name 2. Number 3, learn about quality protein. Now, when I say quality, these are all the more, heavy-duty protein foods. All plants have protein in them, but just like in the book Animal Farm, some are more equal than others. So get to know foods like tofu, tempeh, edamame, lentils, chickpeas and beans, nuts like almonds and walnuts, and seeds like sunflower and pumpkin. There are the whole grains like oats and quinoa, and even a cup of whole wheat spaghetti will give you around 7 grams of protein. Number 4, don't assume that all vegan food is healthy. Just because it's vegan doesn't mean it's necessarily good for you if you are eating it all the time. Things like vegan margarine isn't necessarily any healthier for you or for your heart than what butter is. And also, you can have the pre-made foods, but just do it on odd occasions. Remember, these foods are processed, and so in the long run, just not the best foods to have. And number 5, and this is a biggie, there are some nutrients that you really do need to have that you can be lacking in. A couple of tablespoons of ground flax seeds a day for omega-3s. Now, have the ground flax seeds, not the flaxseed oil. Have vitamin B12, and depending on its strength, once or twice a week is usually enough. I'm going to add here that I also highly recommend vitamin D. Even if you're out in the sun a lot, it doesn't necessarily equate to getting quality vitamin D, and you need this to absorb the great calcium you'll be getting from the plants you're now eating, like dark leafy greens, plant milks, almonds, soy, hemp, etc. Your legumes, and just a lot of other food has great calcium. Make sure you also have plenty of vitamin C to help absorb the iron. Vitamin C comes from plants like bell peppers, broccoli, cabbages, and cauliflowers. We'll follow up your dinner with some fruit. And iron. Now, like red meat is rich in iron, well, think dark colours, like dark black beans or kidney beans or dark leafy green veggies. Even parsley is a cracker source for iron. So ramp up these dark coloured foods. Don't get fooled into thinking that you're missing out on things like iron and calcium. There are many, many meat eaters who are iron deficient, and animal calcium is known not to be good. From about the age of 8, the majority of humans cannot digest animal milk. Having the animal protein mixed with the milk calcium can actually leach calcium from the bones because they are high in sulfur-containing amino acids, and this can lead to osteoporosis. It's interesting that cultures that have little or no animal calcium generally have very low rates of osteoporosis, brittle bones, or even most forms of arthritis, whereas those where dairy intake is high have high rates of these diseases, along with lots of others. Hey, I may not be a scientist, but my logic says there has to be an elephant in the room here that dairy countries are just not acknowledging. I hope these 5 tips help. If you want to know a bit more on what foods do and what foods have what, check out my nutrition guidebook. I'll leave a link below. That's it for today. Remember, have great food, make it plant-based. Actually, make it whole food plant-based. And be compassionate to all animals, including the humans. Bye for now.